you ready for this, Johnny? Tell me if I do this right. Let me see everybody's thumbs. Thumbs up if I do it right. Thumbs down if I do it wrong. I'm going to ask Pam for something. Okay? I'm going to ask Pam for something. You tell me if I do it right or wrong.
Si bien la intervención temprana ahora se considera vital, hay muchos que no la recibieron, y el trabajo de enseñarles a los adolescentes con autismo las habilidades sociales para insertarse en el mundo es crucial en su transición a la adultez.
Pam, can I have the DS now? I mean, I've done my work.
I'm really sorry, and I'm really proud of you and happy that you did your work. Unfortunately, we have a rule that the DS is for the bus ride home.
No! I don't want that. I want it now. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. Right or wrong, guys? Boo. For these guys, they're in the moment. If they don't get what they want, it's the end of the world. And if you're also impulsive and somewhat emotionally reactive, and you're not thinking anymore, it can lead to some real meltdowns for these guys. Ready, big guy? Just the simple concept that we often teach elementary school kids and younger kids, that when you don't get what you want, that all is not lost. There may be something else you can have here if you can maintain that self-control. When you shouted at me, what happened?
Don't even want to get it?
I'm afraid of you. I get scared.
I'm not kidding.
It's harder when you're 18 or 19 because when you melt down, it's bigger and it's larger and it's a little scarier sometimes too. Did I wait quietly?
Nope.
What was I doing that was not quiet?
Because you are yelling, screaming, pounding.
I was pounding. What should I do instead, Cal?
Ask nicely, but I have a better suggestion.
Let me hear it.
Instead of asking your DS, how about you ask for seconds for when it comes to snack first?
I'm not going to get the DS, but I could have seconds with snack, right?
Yeah.
That's like something else. I like that. That was great, Kevin. That was great. Another key component of social skills training is to teach what doesn't come naturally. All right, let's take a couple minutes and we'll find out what we have in common. At the end, we're going to see what we remember about each other, okay? So let me have you...
Oh, I want to do Chelsea, you idiot!
Oh, hold on, Kev. Do you
She's more talkative.
Do you want... Listen, do you want to talk to Chelsea? I have a way for you to do it. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to be first, or could you be second? Because then you'll get what you want.
Second.
Good deal, man. I'm so proud of you. You're the man. You're the man. Okay? All right. Very good. So we're going to have you talk. For our students, their ability to converse with others, to know what might be socially relevant to say, doesn't come so naturally. We have to make that explicit for them.
Do you go to the beach?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like what kind of recent
I live at the beach.
You live at the beach? What beach?
I don't know.
You don't remember? No.
If you have trouble taking other people's perspective, as individuals with autism have, then they're not going to know to do things like check to see if people want to hear more when going on about their interest, or to edit certain remarks that others might find uncomfortable or offensive. You want to know what he does?
No.
Can he find out what you want to do?
What are you...
Can I just show you one thing? If you ask others about themselves...
You really don't want to know what my things are.
I think he does.
I do. What do you like to do when you're not in school, Kev?
Usually I like to publish things, like comic books, for example.
Did I tell you that I make comic books?
I like to make them, not read them.
Okay.
So someone with Asperger's has quite a bit of language, but they have what we call a pragmatic language problem, chit-chat, social use of language. And even though they're getting A's in astrophysics, they may miss the perspective taking involved in understanding what to say or what not to say to someone else in a social context. Did you, or how is... When you see me do a skill lesson, it's just one part of a larger process of teaching skills, because what we know from the research on social skills is social skills don't generalize very well to the natural setting unless you coach people in the real deal natural situation.
Speak up, David, and also eye contact. Be friendly, okay?
I'll play that.
We know that if you repeat something over and over and over again, learning does occur.
And David, first thing, license back, okay?
Thank you. I'll play that.
We all need feedback on how we're doing. How are we going to improve if we don't know how we did, what went well, and what we could have done differently?
I could do more work on the window.
In what way?
Talking, greeting people.
She rates how he did. He rates himself. They see how that jives. They see what went well, what he could have tweaked a little bit.
So what'd you rate yourself today?
4.5.
I have a scale of 5. Okay. You know what? I said 4.75. I thought you did a fabulous job. And I loved that you kept busy the whole time. You looked for jobs.
David has shown just remarkable progress in his ability to tolerate frustrating tasks, first in a school environment, and now be able to take it into an employment setting. This is a great sign that he can make it in the work world.
Dave, when we get back, I'll do the other evaluation, okay?
Yeah.
I took cooking classes in my senior year.
You can cook my dinner anytime. I think this is going to be pretty good, Les.
We made it all together. See? You and I.
Leslie's diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. She is somebody who's done very well in school.
I mostly got lots of A's and some B's.
She certainly has average to above average intellectual ability, despite her social difficulties.
In my high school, it feels like a little bit more like a jail cell or a penitentiary because too many rowdy kids going on, saying mean things and fooling around.
If you have an autism spectrum disorder, you're more likely to feel threatened than others. You may have sensory issues that make the world a scarier place. Too noisy, too loud, too much touch, too much movement. And so many people on the spectrum, with Asperger's, with other forms of autism, are threatened on a daily basis.
Well, I'm being bullied a lot.
The world is a scarier place.
There was some boy who tried to physically attack me and he was...
Una vez por semana, Leslie viene a la oficina de Jet Baker para la terapia grupal. Allí habla con otros jóvenes que también padecen Asperger.
When you say physically attack, can you say a little bit what happened?
He tried to, go after me, tried to attack me, but the teacher held him back.
Why don't you defend yourself? Why don't you fight back? You gotta stand for yourself.
Girls don't hit boys.
How do we do that, though, Les?
Boys don't hit
We're all on board with this idea that if someone bullies us, Leslie, right? You ready, Leslie? If somebody bullies us, Tyler, right? Yeah. If somebody bullies us, that is, they say mean things to us and they won't stop, or they threaten to hurt us, that I can see why we would want to...
I will fight back.
Well, we want to fight back.
I'd prank them.
But is that what you're going to do?
Yes.
And what does that mean? How do you mean fight them back? What would you do?
I will.
If someone attacks you, you gotta use self-defense, though. See, self-defense, you gotta defend yourself. I mean, you can't just not do nothing about it.
Does that involve hitting the person back, or does it involve escaping from the person?
Escaping. You should never hit anybody, though.
Because?
Because that's only gonna get you in trouble.
But I don't want to get in trouble. But if I've been hit so badly, I had to hit him back.
What about getting him fired? What about getting him fired or getting him expelled? Would that make you feel better? I saw Leslie get upset. She looked either angry or sad and sullen, put her head down. I realized something was going on for her. And that's a signal. I got to pay attention to that. Hold on, Leslie. You okay?
I don't want to talk.
Because if we leave it alone, it could escalate for her. It could be really difficult. Take a break for a second?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
She may have an emotional reaction that's harder for her to recover from. All right. Hey, Leslie, when you're ready, come on back because we need you here. But you get yourself a little break. Okay. I think what happens is we're all talking. When you think about once, right? These guys going off to become independent, functioning adults, they need to get jobs. They need to be able to have a meaningful and pleasing social life.
Doing so much job searching.
Leslie really is making this transition to adult life.
Hello, Miss Schneider. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good to meet you.
It's good to see you.
Can I have a mock interview? It gives the individual a chance to get a feel for what a real interview would be like. What we're trying to do is touch on those difficult questions, those questions that may be a roadblock for her. So always with Leslie, it's going to be with communication.